and welcome to TCSN. My name is Rylan and I will be covering world news. Brazil is mourning the deaths of dozens of its countrymen aboard a flight that crashed into the side of the mountain in Colombia. Players, coaches, and invited guests from Brazil's soccer team were aboard this flight. 71 people died and 6 survived. The late conversation between the flight crew and the Colombian air traffic control gives a glimpse of the frantic final moments of the doomed plane. The pilot had said there was a lack of fuel and total electrical failure. It's unknown why the plane was out of fuel. Thousands of people carrying candles and wearing white filled the stadium where the team was supposed to play. There will be a new team for Brazil, but those men will always be remembered.
In North Carolina, children who have survived cancer and who are battling cancer got to participate in a fundraising fashion show. This wasn't an ordinary fashion show. This fashion show let the children dress up as what they wanted to be when they grow up. Around 150 people filled the Dillards at South Park Mall to watch these kids take their future dream walk. All of the kids in the show were accompanied by professionals in their desired careers who volunteered their time. These careers included police officers, firemen, nurses, and football coaches. All of the proceeds from the fashion show went to cancer research. For the past 13 years, the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation has hosted the special fashion show, and now the organization plans to take the show to 5 different locations starting in March of 2017.
Hello, I'm Nicholas and I have an update on the wildfire. We now finally know what started the gigantic wildfire in Tennessee. 2 teens have been charged for starting the wildfire. Their ages and genders have not been released, but now we have some reasoning behind the mystery of starting the fire. The 2 juveniles have been charged with aggravated arson and they have been suspected to start the Tennessee wildfire. Additional charges are being considered and they could even be transferred into an adult criminal court. The youths were from Tennessee, but not from Sevier County, where the fire started. And so far, we don't know where they were from. The fire was so destructive that 14 people lost their lives and more than 175 were injured. The fire also burned more than 17,000 acres of land and destroyed 2,460 structures within the area. The fire burned churches, homes, and cabins. The owners of the property that had been destroyed were allowed to return to their properties on Wednesday morning. The area of the fire is also a popular tourist destination that includes Dollywood and the town of Pigeon Forge. These fires have now been 82% contained as of Wednesday due to a major heavy rain. We hope that the police will get down to the bottom of it and give some closure to the families. We wish all the affected people luck and thank Dolly Parton for donating to those who lost their belongings. Now on to Trent with Science and Tech News.
Thanks, Nicholas. I'm here with your Science and Tech News. A so-called VR sickness, also known as the simulator sickness, has been recognized since the 1980s, when U.S. military noticed that flight simulators were nauseating its pilots. In recent years, reports have been trickling about the new generation of head-mounted virtual reality displays making people sick. Now, with VR making its way into people's homes, there's a steady stream of claims of VR sickness. All approved games and apps get a comfort rating based on the things like type of movements involved, and Oculus recommends to start slow and take breaks. But some users still report getting sick. In another test, people were asked to play a game which involved using head motions to roll a virtual marble through a maze. Made 22% of the players feel sick within the 15 minutes they were asked to play. Next is Mason with local news.
Indiana basketball is back and it's in full swing. The state of Indiana is one of the best states for college basketball and has finally returned. IU has landed some huge wins, earning the 9th seed in the AP Top 25 rankings. They aren't the only big schools with good placement, though. Notre Dame, Butler, and Purdue are also ranked. Notre Dame currently holds the 23rd spot with 8 wins. Purdue stands at 18th with 6 wins, and Butler is staying at 16th with 8 wins as well. However, don't sleep on the smaller schools like Fort Wayne University and Indiana State. Fort Wayne picked up a win against IU, and Indiana State picked up a win against Butler on Larry Bird's 60th birthday. Coincidence? I think not. Some key games to look forward to are Butler versus IU on December 12th and IU versus Purdue on February 9th. This season has definitely started off with a bang, but can it keep the same flame heading into 2017?